Hi, this is Shannon Adducci. I'm FN's fashion editor.
And I'm Nikara Johns, the women's editor at Footwear News.
And we are your hosts of the Red Carpet Show for the 32nd Annual Footwear News Achievement Awards, powered by Zappos Luxury.
Be sure to follow along tonight at the hashtag FNA32, where you could watch this live stream as well on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Yeah, and we have a lot of great people who are going to walk the carpet tonight. A lot of the honorees for tonight.
Yes.
A lot of the presenters.
Amazing presenters.
A lot of other big names that are in the room tonight. But before we do that, we want to talk to you a little bit about the history of the FNAAs. So they actually started 32 years ago as a small breakfast gathering, just a really small, I think it was in a hotel, I think it was in the
Very
Hilton.
small, yes.
But it was just to honor the big names in the fashion and footwear industry.
Yeah.
And some of the first winners of that first year were Foot Locker, Allen Edmonds, Fisher Camuto.
Yep.
And it's since grown to be a huge event.
Yes, and Jerome Fisher's son is actually getting the Hall of Fame award tonight, Mark Fisher, and he's here, so we should be talking to him shortly.
Yeah.
And over the years, we've had big names, Kanye West, Rihanna, Virgil Abloh, and tonight even bigger names, such as some people may remember Grant Hill, the basketball from Fila.
From Fila. He's here tonight. He's presenting for Fila,
yes,
which is winning the Shoe of the Year award,
yes,
which is really, I think it's the night's most prestigious award. I mean, for Footwear News, you the Shoe of the Year is sort of the biggest award, and Grant Hill is presenting to Fila. He has been with Fila for
since the 90s.
For I guess decades now,
almost
20 years.
Yes.
But yeah, so this year is Fila, the Disruptor 2. Last year, what was last year's?
Last year's was Virgil Abloh's Off-White collab with Nike, the Air Jordan 1.
That was
remember, everyone knows that.
That was a big shoe. I mean, but not everyone could get it.
I don't have a pair,
I don't have a pair. I don't know where to find it. I mean, on eBay for a lot of money.
For a lot more.
And then the year before was Rihanna.
Yes, Fenty Puma Creeper.
And that was also a big hit.
Yes.
That sold out in what, 3 hours?
3 hours. But wait, Shannon, we have our first guest for the night.
Okay.
Very exciting.
We have Selena Ferretti and Tommaso Cancellara. Come on over.
Yes, come on over.
Hi, guys. Nice to see you.
Hello,
welcome. Welcome. So, you guys are from Mikam.
We're from Mikam, correct. Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit, just for the people who don't know about the show, what the show is about, how you guys separate yourselves from other trade shows in the footwear industry?
Selena, you want to go for it?
You go first. You go first on this one.
Okay.
I'm going to take the next question.
Thank you. No, well, Mikam is a terrific trade show. It's the biggest trade show in terms of sites, but also exhibitors in the world. We have over 1,400 companies, crazy, and it becomes crazy busy during the show. It's 4 days. Next edition will be in February, 10 to 13, and we expect like 45,000 people from all over the world. We have more than 150 countries represented in terms of buyers, and over 38 countries in terms of exhibitors. So how we position ourselves, we are by far the most complete platform in terms of shoe exhibition and buying, hopefully, of the world.
That's amazing. What would you say for your exhibitors is the biggest change that you have seen for them in the footwear industry in maybe the past 5 years? What's been the biggest change?
Shall I try to answer this?
What is that?
I said, shall I try to answer
yes,
this?
of course.
5 years, there's been like 5 years of enormous change. It's been very exciting. Of course, the retailers have changed a lot. There's been a lot of change going on the retailer side. The whole digital world has entered with a bang into our world, and also the fashion has changed, taste, and the whole sneakers have become something amazing.
I'm sure you guys have seen a lot more sneakers at the show in the past few years.
Yeah. I mean, we still do amazing, elegant shoes, and I'm sure that elegant shoes is never going to go away. But the whole sneaker trend, luxury sneakers, fun sneakers, collaborations with brands, And
I think what's fun now is you see a lot of brands doing both. I mean, obviously you have a lot of Italian brands who really know the craftsmanship, but then they're also going into the sneaker market.
Oh no, it's an incredibly exciting time to be in the footwear business, and we're really enjoying it. I mean, I'm here as Minkoff, as one of the companies that exhibit at Minkoff, and it's great. The last years Minkoff has improved also a lot. It's got much more fun, more fashionable, more cool, and we see also the retailers who are coming. I mean, I think it's a show retailers cannot miss, and it's a fun place to be.
Oh, great. Well, thank you
guys
so much.
So much.
Thank
we
you
look
for
forward
joining
to February.
us. And enjoy the show.
Yeah, have fun tonight.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Nice to see you.
All right, we have someone up next, one of my favorite designers, Pierre Hardy.
Pierre Hardy, hello.
How are you?
Hall of Fame winner tonight. What an honor. How are you feeling?
I feel shy, actually.
You do?
I feel like a Frenchman in New York, and but honored, of course, very honored and humbled. Yeah.
So let's talk about your sneakers. People love your sneakers. Why do you think people are so obsessed with sneakers?
You know what? It's the way we're living now, and it's also I think for everybody it's linked to the youth. For your young age and your childhood and your memories of happiness, of movement.
They make you feel young.
Exactly.
And
make you look young.
And they make you look young too. That's
Who doesn't love that, right?
Who doesn't want that? So let's talk about. I mean, Hall of Fame. You've been designing your brand. You've also been with Hermes for a long time.
Yeah.
How do you balance both of those day in, day out for years and years?
It's not that complicated. It's like an actor, you know. It's like having a show, one standing on stage one day and the day after rehearsing for a big movie, big production. It's like going from one role to another. It's not that complicated actually, because the two things are very different.
Right.
So there's no confusion possible.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think women will be wearing for spring 2019 in terms of shoes?
You know,
what shoe?
A long time women are wearing whatever they want, and that would be the worst advice, because I think, but that's probably the sign of today. I mean, freedom is the key. Totally.
And
it's a good motto.
Before we let you go, we heard that you wanted to be a dancer if you weren't a shoe designer. Is that true?
Some time ago. Yeah, it's true. Totally. I was in a company actually in contemporary dance, modern.
Do you still dance?
No.
Not at all.
I need some tips.
You don't go to the studio ever?
No, never.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well.
I thought you were going to say ballet, and I wanted to learn how to do a pirouette. Do you know how to do that?
Yeah, but no.
Okay. We're not going to get that tonight.
It's too small. Actually.
Amazing.
It's too small.
Amazing.
Lucky for everyone here.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming
Congratulations.
by. Congratulations. Very well deserved.
Thank you.
All right, up next we have John Epstein. He is the president of Fila, along with Grant Hill. He's a former NBA star, and they are coming by. Come on up, by. We're ready
gentlemen.
for you guys. Hi there.
Hello. Hi, John.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hey, Grant. How are you? Yeah, of course. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So,
congratulations.
Shoe of the year.
Thanks. Thank you.
It's pretty exciting. I think we were just talking about Fila, the Disruptor 2 is literally everywhere. Everywhere. We see it everywhere.
Well, it's for everybody.
For everybody. So when do you think that the Disruptor really took off again? Because it had its moment in the 90s.
We had inklings of it probably 2.5 years ago. And frankly speaking, the shoe was designed and developed early on in the US. And as this trend came around again, we captured it in places like Scandinavia and in Asia before it actually found its way into the Western markets. But today, we just got our first order from our distributor in Mongolia.
Wow.
So it's really far-reaching.
It's literally all over the world.
It literally is everywhere.
That's amazing. No, I mean, I was traveling for Fashion Month, and every city I went, there it was on the street, like everywhere.
And it's not viewed as a low-end item. It's viewed as the it item.
Yeah.
We're selling right next to Balenciaga and Gucci and some of the premier brands. And you've probably seen our collaboration with Fendi.
Yes,
I mean,
amazing.
The Fila brand now
Really cool.
is resonating with cultures everywhere, and it's a cool thing to have because it's got history. That's
Yeah.
why I'm hanging with this guy.
Grant, I wanted to talk to you about your player's shoe. When did that originally launch, your first player's shoe with Fila?
Wow, back in 1995.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was one of the first player's shoes besides Michael Jordan, I think, correct?
Well, I mean, back in the day, yes, there were a lot of guys who had their own shoe, and that was one of the first. And certainly to be back with Fila, as John talked about, how it's really, as a brand, just connecting with all demographics. So I'm excited to be back home, and I'm excited to be here and honor John and Fila tonight. It's going to be awesome.
And they re-released your shoe. That's back out. One of our editors was wearing it tonight, and it's very fun.
Yes.
It's a very fun shoe.
Grant was just inducted into the Hall of Fame. So the shoe that Peter Very is wearing
Yes.
is actually is the Grant Hill Hall of Fame shoe that we just
awesome.
created a few pairs just to seed the market and let everybody know that we're back together and that there's the best.
That's amazing.
And the best is yet to come.
So Peter is trying this out for us, testing it out.
He's our footwear news model.
So I'll say this, and I'm not patting my own back here, but he just told me before we came on air that he got into collecting shoes when he bought my shoe back in 1996.
That's amazing.
And so that was, somebody such as himself to say that made me feel good.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
It's great for Fila, and we're just excited to be back working together. And I agree, the best is yet to come for Fila. I think the future is going to be very bright.
Amazing. We don't talk to a lot of people who have their own shoe. So how did that feel when you first put on the Fila shoe when you were playing basketball?
I need to know this too.
No, you know what? It was great. It was a great time. We had a great run. We sold a lot of shoes. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, and one of those is, man, if I could have my own shoe one day.
Yeah.
And so that's awesome. But what's even greater is that many, many years later, the shoe is still in demand. People are still excited about the shoe. They're excited that we reconnected. And that's fun. That's something that now that I won't mention my age, but older than I was in 1995, 1996, it's a big thrill for me. And so like I said, I'm just excited, I'm smiling, I'm glad to be here, glad to be with John, and glad to be a part of this wonderful evening.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank
Congratulations
you for joining
again.
us.
It's a big award.
Congratulations
tonight.
on Shoe of the Year. Thank you.
Get your size so we can get you some.
Oh, we'd love that.
Yes.
We'd love that.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye,
Take
guys.
care.
Oh, next
All right.
up.
Next.
Chloe
Oh.
Hi. Hi. Guys, it's Chloe Gosselin, Emerging Designer of the Year.
Chloe is winning the Emerging Talent Award tonight. Congratulations. Very well deserved.
Thank you.
How does it feel? You've been here before, so but
No, I've never been to the awards.
Really?
that's shocking.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, first time, what are you excited today?
I don't know. Full of surprises.
Full of surprises.
So I see you guys are wearing the same shoe.
We are.
That's the Clara. It's a new style that we just launched for Resort.
These are so beautiful.
Thank you.
They're
You like
so
them?
elegant,
Love
so just feminine and really
Thank you.
perfect. I love them. I think they look fabulous.
And we wanted to talk to you about your presenter tonight.
Okay.
Can we talk? Tell them. Oh, is it? Should we wait? Should we keep it a secret?
It's okay.
Okay. Tell us who it is. Tell everyone who it is.
It's Diane Von Furstenberg.
Yes.
And, she's really one of my mentors since the CFDA, good friend.
When did you first meet her?
Through the CFDA. So she
Yeah.
was one of my judges during the Fashion Fund. And because, I'm French, but I lived in Belgium before, we connected right away. We spoke French,
Yeah.
and she's always been very encouraging through the process of the Fashion Fund.
Is there any piece of advice that she has given you that has really stuck with you over the years?
I mean, it's. I think all through her career is the fact that she's so authentic and not giving into, that swirl of the industry of what you should be doing and not doing. She's just being so true to herself. So I really look up to her. As a president of the CFDA, she sends to all the designers, all the members of the CFDA, every fashion week she sends us an email. And that email is like the best boost because it's really about that, you know. It's a fine line between business and art, fashion.
Yeah.
And I think most of the time designers are more artists than business people, and it's always a fine line that you got to walk on, and she really always pushes us to be ourselves.
That's amazing. Amazing.
And I wanted to, we're live, so say hello. That's that one straight
both
ahead.
of them. We have a few of them.
But I wanted to talk to you about your shoes in particular and what you stand for. For the people who don't know, Chloe's shoes are made in Italy. And, you know, a lot of shoes are, but not many these days. So can you talk to us about the craftsmanship and how important that is to you?
You know, before having the brand as a customer, to me, you know, I mean, Italian shoes, there's nothing else like it. It's an investment, you know, it seems expensive, but they will last you a lifetime, and, you know, just the quality, they're true pieces of art. So I started to get interested in the craft and how they made it, each step is so important, and people that make them in Italy actually are true artists. So that was always the first element in having this brand, was to honor this.
And on another note, did you get a new puppy?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard about this. Tell us about your new puppy.
She chewed 3 pairs of shoes.
No.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Yes.
Ones or old ones?
Well, she chewed a pair of samples that.
Oh no.
Oh, that's bad. Ooh.
And she chewed some of my old flats, which I love. And
Wow. Okay, you know, we just did a photo shoot with dogs, and we could have had your puppy chew on some shoes. I don't know if the brands would have liked that, but that would have been, I mean, it was...
my other dog did it once when he
Or Sid?
and then no more because he's in the office all the time.
But this
Yeah, and he was in your photos, in your cover story.
Yes,
Beautiful
Orson.
dog.
Yeah.
What's his name?
So Orson and Rosebud.
Okay.
Or Citizen K. So David.
Oh, okay.
He named our dog Citizen.
Okay.
Husband David Copperfield, so
Oh,
who
that's
doesn't
so
know.
fun.
Awesome. Well, we're really excited to have you for the first
Yeah.
time.
Congratulations.
Yes, congrats. Have
Thank
fun
you.
tonight. See you later.
Huh.
Which way, doesn't matter.
I have to switch on your mic.
Okay.
I don't know why it's back.
All right, next we have Peter Harris, who is president of Petter Group. He's receiving the Hall of Fame award tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for coming here. Are you all good?
Sorry, a little technical difficulty. We're back. We're back.
We're live.
We're live.
So, congratulations. I
Yes.
mean, it really, you've had such a long career.
Not so long.
Okay, not so long.
Only a few years.
Not so long. It goes by fast. What would you tell younger people starting out who want to get in this business? What advice would you give to them?
I think probably find a great company. Find someone in that company that you think you can learn from, and just listen, watch, and be incredibly curious.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's still so much opportunity in this industry, and it's probably all about putting yourself into a place of learning.
I think it's also understanding there are so many different careers you can have in footwear. You know, you don't have to just be a designer or a retailer. You know, there are lots of really interesting roles that young people can look at.
Right.
Yes.
And how do you deal with the changing landscape in fashion and footwear specifically?
Retail.
In retail.
You know, it's quite interesting because you know, the markets that I'm working in is the markets of Hong Kong, Greater China, and Southeast Asia. Clearly, you know, those markets are very digital, very social media oriented. So that's a business model that we certainly have been working on for quite a long time. So I think it's all about just evolving and trying to be ahead of the next thing. Unfortunately, we don't have crystal balls, but I think if you listen to what's being said in the market, you know, I think you can adjust your strategy.
I think it's putting the customer first as well, and really You know, it's just as long as you can satisfy your customer's desire in whichever way they want it. So it's having a complete omni-channel strategy, you know, online, offline, seamless, catering for their desires, then you get a good outcome.
We hear that you have I mean, we're magazine people.
Yes.
We hear you have a magazine.
Yes.
Petterzine.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
Yes. In fact, we launched that magazine about 13 years ago when we actually launched the company, and the idea was to tell a story behind the product, and that story is told sort of through using images, graphics, you know, working with creatives from the local community to interpret, you know, what we're trying to say about our brand partners. And it's actually been very successful. In fact, it's collectible, and our customers wait for that seasonal publication.
That's really incredible in this era of print.
Yes, exactly.
But that's amazing. We'll have to check it out.
Definitely can't wait to see that. Send us some copies, please.
Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you guys
joining
so
us.
much.
Congratulations tonight. And
Have
we'll
fun.
see you later.
Thank
Have
you so
fun.
much. All right, next up we have Matt Priest, the president
Matt Priest.
of the FDRA. Hi, Matt.
Hi.
Long time no see. How are you?
Good to see you.
How are you?
So, Matt, you've been here before.
Many times.
Yes.
8 or 9 years, I think, straight. Yep.
What are you looking forward to this year?
I'm looking forward to Fila. You know, I grew up like 70s, 80s, 90s, seeing Grant Hill here, Fila getting the shoe of the year. They're on fire right now. They're just doing a lot of cool collaborations. So just to spend the night celebrating them is awesome. Diane Sullivan, honoring her
Person
because
of the year.
Diane is a leader in our industry. She's been a supporter of FDRA for so many years. And she's a mover and a shaker. She's doing a lot of cool stuff. So it's been fun to watch her and what she's been doing at Caleres. And then honoring, I think, Fanny, right? Shoes on sale, the breast cancer research, $55 million. And
what they've done is really amazing.
It's unbelievable.
Really incredible.
So that's just 3 of the, I think, 16 awards that come to my mind.
There are a lot this year.
No, I appreciate it. So it's, you know, it's always a fun night. Always a fun night.
And while we have you and we're live, do you want to plug your podcast? Because I know that you work hard on that.
Oh, you have a podcast.
Clearly the production that this show is, but Shoe and Show is a weekly podcast where we cover all the issues, trends, sourcing, retail, trade, all the things that go into producing 3 billion shoes a year that come into the United States. And so shoeandshow.com is a place you can listen to that weekly or anywhere you can download podcasts. Cool.
Well, thank you so much, Matt.
Thank you for stopping
Have a good
by.
night. Thank you.
All right, so we've talked to a few of the winners.
Yes, big winners.
A few of the big winners.
Yes.
I'm really excited about now. Okay, let's go back to the shoe of the year.
Yes.
Because I think I'm just feeling the excitement about it.
Me too.
Talking about it, talking to Grant Hill, talking to
Everyone
the
loves
president.
this shoe, so.
Everyone loves that shoe. So we've seen it on the street a lot, but Nikara actually went out and asked people about the shoe.
Yes.
Sort of a live on the street thing. And what was the actual reaction when you told everyone that this shoe was winning Shoe of the Year?
So I went out in Times Square, New York City, and you know, it's a mix of different people there. I talked to someone from Brazil, France, New Jersey, Miami. It was a whole mix, and everyone loved the shoe. They would talk about how they styled it, which brings me, Shannon's our fashion editor. So how would you style this shoe? Because that's a big question.
It's funny, I actually did a podcast this summer. You know what? Actually, hold that thought.
Are we plugging something?
We have Victor Cruz here on
we
the
have
red
Victor
carpet.
Cruz.
Hi.
Jump on in. It's the way we like it. Come in.
Come in.
Victor Cruz, everyone.
Thanks for
What's up,
joining
guys?
us.
We're live.
Thanks for having me.
So you're presenting tonight for Pierre Hardy.
Correct.
Hall of Fame.
Yes.
How did you meet Pierre? When and where?
Well, I met Pierre Hardy roughly, I want to say 6 years ago, more or less, during my run in Paris Fashion Week. I would always go to his presentations or his showrooms, and I was just always impressed with like his sneakers and just his footwear in general.
Amazing sneakers.
And then when I got to be his friend and I started to go over and over, I was like, we got to be friends at this point. Like, I've been coming to your presentation for years. Then I started to pick his brain about his process and how he does certain things and how the footwear comes to life. And I was just thoroughly impressed, and we've been friends ever since.
And can we ask about your sneaker collection? I know you were on our cover once. So how's that coming? Is it bigger, smaller?
It's bigger. I've kind of downsized. I've kind of just been giving some away. I've kind of just been being generous. It is the season of giving.
It is.
So I've been giving things away. But it's still, I'm well over 400 pairs still.
And are there
really an issue in
any
my home.
new additions that you're really excited about?
The latest edition that I'm excited about, watch this, is the Nike Air Force One Victor Cruz.
Oh.
Yes.
That just came out about a week and a half ago. So go to your select retailers and request the Nike Air Force One Victor Cruz.
You heard it here.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Now, you've been involved in the fashion industry for a little while now. What draws you to fashion?
Just that self-expression, right? Anything you do in fashion, there's no wrong answer. It's all an expression of you and how you feel and how you want to dress and how you want the people to perceive you as you walk around, as you attend, whatever event you're going to. So I just love that you're able to express yourself in any way, shape, or form with fashion. And that's what I tend to do, or I like to do with every time I step out the house. And I feel like these designers and fashion people understand that as well.
Yeah. And there's really this sort of athlete movement of getting into fashion. I feel like you were kind of one of the first of this recent era of, now there's like outrageous stuff, but you kind of keep it elegant.
I kind of keep it classy.
Yeah,
My mom always told me to keep it classy, okay?
Yeah.
But that means a lot. To just, be a part of it from such an early on stage and just be genuine to it. Like, I genuinely love fashion. I genuinely love getting dressed, going out, choosing fabrics. My sister will tell you, I'm touching everything. Like, what is this? What is this? Yeah. So I'm genuinely loving to get in on it early on and then have gotten to see it grow, not just in basketball, but football as well. It's grown. It's just been good to watch.
And I think you've inspired a lot of the players, too. What are you wearing tonight?
I'm wearing Tommy Hilfiger today.
Okay,
with
amazing.
Party shoes, obviously.
Oh, those
Beautiful.
are really cool. Those are amazing.
These are amazing.
I love how they do the diagonal.
Oh, we got this. We got the shoes.
She's got
All right.
Calm down.
I just love the symmetry of the shoe.
Yeah.
And just little things that seem so easy, right? This is something that you feel like somebody would thought of years ago. And here Pierre is doing it with his own special touch, so it's cool.
And for you, who is the biggest designer or someone that you're really following closely right now?
Oh man, there's so many. I'm following Ricardo Tisci at Burberry. He's one of my favorites, but I think for me right now is Kim Jones. What he's doing with Dior, and not just him, but like Yoon Ambush and the team that he's putting together over there, and the product that's coming out from it, and the creativity is just second to none right now, and it's really cool to see.
And you're also a front row regular at these shows. We've been to shows, of course, but not in the same way you have. What is it like, and how do you feel when you go and you sit in the front row?
It's so much fun. You go there and you see like the who's who of everyone that's there. But for you to be on that list, or for you to be in that room, it's just such a cool feeling of kind of just acceptance from the fashion world and these designers that respect what you do and want you to be there, and they want your feedback on what they do. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think that give and take is what's special about my relationships and attending shows, things like that with designers.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much
Victor.
for joining us.
It was nice to see you.
See you later tonight.
See ya. Love him.
Yeah,
he's great.
He's great. He's so fashion forward, and like I said, there are a lot of athletes really getting into fashion now.
Oh yeah. Oh, excuse me.
We have a huge
We have a big guest. Big guest of the night.
Come on over.
I don't think you need an introduction.
Who is receiving our Style Influencer Award. Hi, good to see you.
Christy, how are you?
So we had this amazing cover shoot in which your daughter Sailor directed and photographed the whole thing. Yes. Tell us a little bit about how that felt to be sort of directed by your daughter, to be,
Sailor, we can get the photographer of the night.
It's a family affair. Hi, you look beautiful.
Our style influencer. So we were just talking about how you were the photographer. You directed the whole shoot and what it was like.
She was such a confident director. She seemed to be the kind of photographer that saw everything at once. She was really, really good.
Yeah. My mom, after, she said, "This is the perfect job for you because you can be a control freak," and that's true. And I was like, "Wait, did I just broke the glass ceiling? Do I love photography because I'm a control freak? What?
Is that the reason?"
I was like, "Is that why?" So maybe, but I don't know. It's fine.
But you're also great in front of the camera, so
you are. So you're
I got
receiving.
to photograph her.
Oh yes, how could we forget?
Well,
Yes.
you did a little bit of that.
Right now?
Yes, we're live.
We're live.
We're live.
Yeah, we're live.
We're live.
We're live. Yes. So you did a little bit of that. Can you tell us about? I mean, you also have a photography background. Tell us a little bit about that.
I was a photographer for Don King. I did boxing. I did
That's
race
so
car
cool.
driving, and but mainly my favorite subjects, my kids. You know, I love.
We could sort of see that on set because, you know,
Yeah.
when Alexa and Sailor were working, you were behind the scenes sort of with your iPhone, like, you know, like a mom who is
Yeah.
proud, you know,
Yeah.
of her kids. And you have a lot to be proud of them. I mean, so accomplished. So
I'm constantly in awe of these kids.
you're receiving the Style Influencer Award. We had a really fun time kind of going back through and looking at some of your, I mean, you've had such amazing style through the decades.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No, but I think what is really fun is that you've been able to encapsulate some of the trends, not all of them. I mean, as a model, you have to wear the trends, but you sort of pick and choose and put it together just so, and in a really fun way. Do you have any like favorite red carpet looks from the past that you, when you think about, you know, wow, that was?
I think probably one of my favorite ones was just a simple dress. It was maybe 5 years ago or something for a Sports Illustrated event in LA. And it just kind of came together, like the hair, the makeup, the dress. It was kind of, it seemed very effortless.
Yeah.
And I really liked that one. I had another one earlier. It was a pink beaded, like in the 80s, a pink beaded Calvin Klein dress. And it was just a little spaghetti strap kind of slip dress. I think Sailor's actually borrowed it and worn
one
it.
is it?
The spaghetti strap.
What color?
Skinny, pale pink.
Maybe. Yeah.
We heard you go in that closet a lot. You're in that closet a lot, I heard.
That closet.
Wow, it's so wild. Every like interview I've had is like, "What did you steal from your mom tonight?"
Oh.
And I'm like, no.
Like, oh no.
It's not like that.
Well, I did notice you guys have the same shoe size, which means you can borrow shoes. Do you ever borrow shoes from each other?
The craziest thing is that I realized today that I grew out of my mom's shoes.
Oh no! So win for you, Christy. And
As I'm about to come to a shoe awards, I'm like, let me just see if my mom has something like stored up.
And they
you know,
were too
like some
small?
Crazy, yeah.
And I think we should mention that your other daughter and your sister, Alexa Rachel, also is getting the award tonight.
Yes.
Hopefully we talk to her later. And she told me when I talked to her that her fashion icon and inspiration was Jemima Kirk from Girls, the character in Girls, which is a great answer. And I want to know what your inspiration is. Anything fun?
Gosh, I mean, for me, it would change like every generation. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, when I was like a teenager, I wanted the clothes that Joni Mitchell and Donovan were wearing on their album covers. Like, I literally took up sewing and tried to make the outfits that they had.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And how did that go, making the outfits? Did you?
I mean, I as long as it didn't have a zipper, I could do
Zippers
it.
are difficult.
Like if I could make it tie together in some way. Could not ever master the zippers. But, you know, so I had that stage where I wanted to look like Joni Mitchell and Donovan. And then I guess I went into sort of a stage where I kind of liked the French actresses because I was very much a Francophile. And
you lived there. That's where you were just
4 years. I lived there for 4 years. And then I entered a phase where it depended on my, like if I was riding cutting horses, I had to dress like a cowgirl. And I have a whole cowgirl section, right? You've dressed in some of the cowgirl stuff for Halloween.
What about you, Sailor?
Fashion icon?
Yeah. Inspiration.
I would have to say, like, I always, for like day to day, it'd be more of like a sporty situation. But then, like, for like red carpets and stuff, I always look at like Brigitte Bardot, Grace Kelly. Like I like to like go for like timeless types of styles for like
really
events
classic
and stuff. Yeah.
And
mother.
And your mom.
I was gonna say wrong answer, Sailor. Come on.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Now, can you tell us what you're wearing tonight? Shoes, dress.
Or Saint Laurent. And the dress
Beautiful.
is Kushni.
Gorgeous.
My shoes are Fendi.
Love
and,
them.
my shorts and jacket are Saint Laurent.
Beautiful.
Very on trend, Christy. You look beautiful.
You look beautiful, ageless.
I wanted to break every rule that they tell 65-year-olds to do.
Well, you're doing it.
And
You're
you
looking
are.
fabulous.
You're doing it, and you
would
look
never know.
amazing.
Okay, check. Shorts.
Got it all. Hi.
You know?
You got it. Well, thank you so
Thank you
much,
guys
you
so
guys.
much.
Thank you for
So nice
joining
to
us.
see you.
Congratulations. We'll see you later tonight. All right, up next, we have Rebecca Minkoff.
Yes.
Rebecca is, I'm sorry, I don't know.
She's winning the Social Impact Award for her.
She is.
For her work on really female empowerment.
And she's done a lot. She started this initiative back in during New York Fashion Week in September. We'll let her talk about it. Can we have you come on over?
Rebecca Minkoff, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi. Everyone can join. Everyone can join.
A lot of messages.
No worries.
Big night for the fam and for you particularly.
So you are winning the Social Impact Award.
Correct.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you have done this year in terms of your initiatives for women's empowerment?
Yeah, so we launched a campaign called I Am Many that really celebrates a woman's many parts, who she is on the inside, but also the many hats she wears. And we also launched something called the Female Founder Collective, which is a symbol that showcases who's the woman behind the brand so we can know who to give our money to.
Absolutely.
It's incredible.
And you also have the Superwoman initiative,
We
right?
have a podcast, yes. And so it's showcasing a lot of these women.
And to you, what does it mean to be a superwoman?
I think that all women are super women, to be clear. We're sisters, mothers, daughters, wives, partners, lovers, board members, gym goers, and so ice cream eaters.
Ice cream eaters, totally.
You can be a man and be a superwoman too.
Or you work closely with your sister, so when you when you see her do these amazing things for women, what do you think? What comes to mind when you think about?
I think it's just so important now that women are able to get their share of the voice that they always rightly deserve, and so it's fun to be able to foster that. I mean, our office is 95% women. There's only a few of us, and to be able to foster that and foster these initiatives is just really important.
Amazing. Yeah, and Alana, what are your thoughts about Rebecca and the brand too, especially?
Hey, my turn. I'm excited mainly because our families have been friends for almost our entire lives, so we've known each other for a really long time, and the best thing is to see when like-minded people have success and then they give back and they help other people, and it's not, no one's ever like, oh, I've made it, so let's keep you down. It's like, I've made it, how can I bring you up? And it's a good example to set for, young women that are coming up in the world to know that, like, the only way to get anywhere is by helping other people, and eventually it 360s it comes back to you.
You work in the entertainment industry yourself. Yeah. And you act, right?
Yeah. On occasion.
Walking Dead.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, was I wrong?
No, I was just being an asshole. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing with, in my business and acting, and I made it a point as an actor to help other women and make sure that, like, if they need help, then I'm there, and vice versa, because, you can't get through life alone, and you really need the help of your community and your friends and family, and
Well said,
Absolutely.
well said.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. We're really
Congratulations.
It's amazing. We love it. So keep it up. We lost Uri. Awesome.
Taken away by Sam. Sam needs to
Well, he's next. So that's Sam.
Yeah, I
Edelman.
think
Up
Sam is next.
Awesome.
Thank you.
so much.
Congrats.
Come on up, Sam and Libby.
We have Sam and Libby.
Cheers.
I think that we have a small interlude, but while we're waiting,
Yes.
let's talk about Sam and Libby Edelman. Let's introduce them.
Yeah, Sam and Libby,
have been
veterans, shoe vets.
since, I don't know.
80s?
Yeah, the 80s.
The ladies. Yeah.
Trying to do industry. But they have been such a powerhouse. You have a pair of Sam Edelman
I wear
shoes
Sam
that you wear all the
Edelman
time.
All the time.
I do
think
too.
There's so many designers
Comfortable?
out there, but they're so comfortable and they're affordable, which is key. And they're always on trend, which is always great. And you'll find out, but Sam is full of personality.
He is. Yes.
Just like the shoes are.
He is.
So it really fits.
Let's try to get them up here.
Yes, let's try and get them.
Yeah.
Sam has been honored many times at the FNAA.
He's a regular at the
He's a
FNAAs.
regular. He knows everyone. Taking his
Which is
time.
why he's making the rounds.
Sam, hello. Nice to see you. How are you?
Hi, Sam.
Come on in.
Yeah, we'll have you come on
Libby.
in. Hi, guys.
Hello, nice to see you.
Good to
How
see
are
you
How are
tonight.
So, you're here, for regulars at this event.
I guess we are
Yes, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
We're live, right?
We're live, so you can say hi to your fans.
Yes.
Who are you looking? I think I know who you're looking forward to seeing tonight. But out of all the winners, who are you excited about?
Well, obviously, we're most excited about Diane Sullivan. You know, we work for her. We've worked with her and for her for 11 or 12 years now, and very exciting that she's being honored as Person of the Year, and well deserved, and big deal.
And she's a great person also. Even though she's a great boss, she's a great woman and a great person.
And now that we have you, tomorrow is also a big night for both of you. It's the 210 Gala, and it's a big night for footwear in general in the industry. Could you tell everyone a little bit about that and maybe how they could help the industry?
Yeah, tomorrow night we're doing something. We're chairing the gala for the footwear industry. There's something called 210. 210 is a charity that's very unique and special. It's a charity many industries don't have. It supports their own. So it supports anybody who works in the shoe business, has been in the shoe business, people who sold shoes in places that have been ravaged by storms and floods and fire, people who have sickness, people who have needs for college and education. And if you've been in the shoe business, you're supported by your own kind. And it's really, really a special, special charity.
And so tomorrow night is about raising funds so we can give back to people in need. So, and make it fun. We want to make it fun to give back.
Can't wait. We can't wait for that night. And just one last question before you leave. I know you travel so much. What has been a place that's given you the most inspiration recently?
No, it's a great question. I think the thing about Sam and Libby and the thing about what we do is that we're inspired every single day. And we love the fashion business. We've been in the fashion business our whole life. We met through the fashion business. So it'd be really easy to tell somebody that it's, it's the streets of Paris, streets of London, it's Venice, it's Robertson Boulevard. We're really inspired by life, by the excitement of fashion. And that's what we live for, that's what we do, that's why we're still working.
And how it changes all the time, and that's what's really exciting.
Awesome.
So,
okay.
Well, thank you guys for stopping by. We'll see you tomorrow and tonight.
We'll see you tomorrow night.
Have fun. Thank you. I think we have another guest coming up.
Next, we have
Kirby Jean
Raymond of Pierre Moss. Hi, Kirby.
Come on up,
Come on over.
Kirby.
Hi,
Hi, how
good to
are
see
you?
you.
Kelly.
Hello from Reebok.
Hi, how are you?
Yes. Congrats, guys.
Thank you.
Collaboration of the year.
Yeah. Pretty amazing.
How does it
collab.
feel?
Feels good. It feels good. It feels good to be honored in the new industry. Footwear is the thing that got me started in design and fashion in the first place. And I kind of segued into fashion by accident. But this lifelong dream of mine is to be doing this. And now for the first year out, first time doing footwear, to be honored with such an award is kind of crazy. So.
When did you first connect with Reebok? When did the two of you first connect, and how did this get started?
I think for the brand's always looking for amazing talent, and the amazing team. Not hard to see Kirby shine through all of the creative talent that were out there. We just feel blessed that we were able to partner with him.
Yeah, our initial contact started in 2017, and by the end of 2017, we were like in Shanghai together. We had like a few weeks to make a collection. We created like this big runway collection, and everything happened so quickly. And you know, and now we're designing collection 3, and we're just talking about the future. So it's been a wild run so far, just to start.
When will that come out?
For collection 3?
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Okay, all right.
And
we're waiting. We can't wait.
we're live, so I wanted to clear up a couple things. How do you pronounce your brand so people know the correct way?
It's Pierre Moss, but I love it when people pronounce it wrong.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, so keep going.
You like to keep people on their toes.
And you recently won the Vogue Fashion Fund, which is an amazing
Congratulations.
award, which brought you, I'm sure, a lot more press than normal. And I saw your brand tweeted out that you don't want to be called a streetwear brand.
Right.
You're much more than that. Could you explain what you are?
I think it's an unfair categorization, right? I think it's a categorization used to describe brands that are, you know, evolved from like skate culture and everything like that, and it's printed T-shirts and things like that. I think for what we do so much more. We do dresses, we do draping, we do. There's some streetwear elements to what we do, and there's sportswear. There's a bunch of stuff that happens, and to like just relegate us to this one category is kind of lazy. So, you know, sometimes it does offend me, especially in the context that it's used, because it's usually used to describe me, not the clothing.
What's the first step after winning this amazing award? What's your first step for Pierre Moss?
First step, get back to work.
Okay.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, get back to work. We have tight deadlines. We're working right now to just make sure that we make Paris Market on time, and to make sure that the designs are perfected. You know, we want to be thought leaders in this space, and sometimes time constraints can be a little difficult, but we want to make sure that whatever time that we allot for you know, the design process is really well thought out and just very meticulous.
And I wanted to talk to you quickly about the actual shoe that you're getting the award for. So it was named after DMX, is that correct, the rapper? Or no, someone lied and told us that. Is that not true? Something else I wanted to clear up.
All right.
Live, actually.
So first of all, let's clear up one thing. So DMX is my favorite rapper.
Okay.
So prior to me being prior to recent attention, my Instagram page was devoted to DMX.
Okay.
So people who know me for a long time made that assumption. But DMX is actually a technology. Yeah. But DMX is actually a technology that Reebok has had since the early 90s.
Okay.
And you know, and it describes a moving air technology that exists in the soles. So we have an experiment 1, which is called the DMX Fusion, which is the technical term for it. Right. The experiment 2 is the DMX Daytona, which is what I'm wearing.
Right.
Yeah. So and then there's other DMXs that exist in the Reebok catalog.
Cool. And a lot of celebrities have been wearing. I mean, specifically the Reebok collection. I saw Gigi Hadid just wore it.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you? Do you think about that when you're designing, or is?
No, you know, everybody's everybody. It is super important when someone who has a multitude of options chooses to wear Pierre Moss and chooses to wear Reebok by Pierre Moss. That's always an amazing thing. But the high that we get is seeing our canvas on people. So it doesn't matter if those people are Gigi Hadid or my neighbor, you know, Tanya. So it's all important to me.
And before we let you go, what is your favorite DMX song?
Slipping for sure.
Can we hear some of it?
No.
Okay, I have one more question. Does he have a pair of the shoes?
You say what?
Does he have a pair of the shoes?
DMX.
DMX is currently incarcerated. But
I know, but you can.
Once he gets out, he will have.
He will have a pair.
He will have.
Gotta get him out.
Okay.
He will have a pair.
All right.
For sure.
Good.
Awesome.
Well, congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
We'll see you later. Have a good night. All right.
Oh,
Next
that was
we
fun.
That was fun. Yeah. So next we have Amina Mwadi, who is receiving Launch of the Year.
Launch of the Year.
She is an amazing designer. Hi, Amina.
Hello.
How are
Come
you?
over here.
Hi, congratulations.
Thank you so
Launch
much.
of the Year.
Thank you so much.
Really
Very
amazing.
exciting.
We're live, so you can give a wave to the fans.
Now, I was able to get a sneak peek of the collection back during Paris Fashion Week.
Yes.
Can you tell me, there were a lot of shoes. Do you have a favorite of this new collection, this new launch, that baby, or are they all your children?
Yes, I do. It's a fully transparent slingback with the jewels.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to show it to my ladies.
Amazing.
And I heard you name the shoes after, is it friends or famous women?
My shoes? Yes, I do name the shoes after my friends or women that inspire me or people I love in general, not just women.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Next, for the Spring 19 collection, anyone that will know that you might be naming the shoes after?
Yes. But they're going to find out later.
Okay, it's a secret. We'll look forward to that one.
Now, let's go back to some of your friends. You have a friend here tonight who is presenting for you, Georgia Tordini of Attico. How did you two meet?
We met about, I would say, 11 years ago, 10, 11 years ago, through common friends. And today she's my best friend. It's been a long friendship.
Oh, that's great.
So,
and you know, you're both designers. Do you guys sort of talk through some of your ideas? Do you find inspiration with each other? How does that work as two designers?
For sure, you know, her, Gilda, and I, sometimes we take trips together, research trips, but we like kind of mind our own business, and then, you know, like we'll talk to each other regarding ideas, and sometimes we just develop the same concept, but in a completely different way. So it's like, oh, it's cool. This means it's on trend. So it's great.
Amazing. Where do you see? So you just launched. Where do you see your brand in 5 years?
Well, yeah, I just launched 3 months ago, so it's incredible to be here.
I know, but long term, what do you want this brand to be?
Well, for sure, I wanna be a luxury brand that women can feel close to. So I don't want women to feel intimidated by my product. I want women to come in my future stores, because this is also one of my dreams, and just feel comfortable and chill and try on shoes and have a good time and be comfortable, possibly developing other categories and just being able to make women happy with what I do.
Absolutely.
Well said. Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We look forward to seeing you later, and have fun tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thanks
Amina.
for
Nice
joining
to meet you as well.
Go
Whichever way you want.
Yeah, that's
Thank
okay.
you. We have a hot change coming. Alexa Ray Joel, come on.
Style Influencer of the Year.
The third part of the Style Influencer.
Walk right in. I was like, I know.
No, it's a hot change, they call it in
How are you?
show business.
Good to see you too. You look
Yes,
fabulous.
you look. All right, tell us.
Thank you so much.
I know it's going to be good.
So this is. Should I be like talking to you guys or
whatever
into
you
the,
want. We are live.
Whatever's better. This is actually Mimi Kroger, who's an amazing designer. She does like vintage lace.
So
she stitched
beautiful.
me into this.
No.
So this is like hand stitched
and
on
me.
You know, when you're petite, it's like you have to really make everything fit.
Yeah.
The fit is everything.
Right.
So she stitched this. It's so impeccable. Like I
Gorgeous.
feel like I'm a fairy out of like Midsummer Night's Dream right now.
Absolutely. Even though it's a cold night's dream.
It's a freezing. I know. It's a winter's night's dream.
So are we going to need
Beats
scissors?
Like Shakespeare in Love.
Are we going to need scissors to get you out of this dress?
I have my amazing stylist, hair, makeup, everything girl, my friend Kate, and she's literally going to have to take me out of the dress. That's restitched because, so yeah.
Anything for fashion, right?
Fashion, well, this is a fashion event, so, you know, it's like if there's ever a time to be fashion-y.
Yeah. So I want to ask you, and I didn't get to ask you at the shoot, but you're engaged, recently engaged.
Yes.
Have you, speaking of fashion, have you been planning, have you tried on any dresses?
I have been so busy, honestly, with like work stuff, but officially next year, I want to start planning.
Okay. Okay.
But as Mom said, like I don't do, she said it in another interview, but I don't do anything quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I take a very
You'll
long
take your time.
I'll probably be planning for a year. Probably something in the city, in New York City, because we both love the city. He's pretty busy too. He's opening up 3 new restaurants in New York, and so we're both just on the go.
Yeah, and you've been busy. I mean, you just wrapped up your residency at the Carlisle.
I did. Yeah.
I am so sad that I
You
did
guys
not
should
get to see
next
it, so I kind
time.
of want
Can we
you to
come?
do
I'd
it.
love to hear you
So
sing.
let us
You're
know
also at Madison
because
Square Garden, so that
We
works
would
as well.
love to. Those are the best seats.
The best seats, absolutely.
They're known for their martinis.
Absolutely.
I'm there.
When
It's a
you're
really beautiful experience because because like this, you get to get glammed up. It's sort of dressy, you know. The gentlemen all wear their suit jackets, and it's sort of like very old world, old school, vintage, which is so my thing.
Yeah, old New York.
And it's cabaret, and it's an event, and there's something about that. I mean, I live downtown, but I do love uptown because you just feel
Uptown girl.
It's an event.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to.
When
Yeah, exactly.
When you're
Uptown girl.
performing,
Never heard that before. Where'd you pull that one out?
I had to do it. I'm sorry. It's my chance.
she was waiting for that. When you're performing, what shoes do you wear? Do you look for comfort? Do you look for elegance? What do you look for?
Well, first of all, I'm like a size 4.5, 5, so I look for shoes that fit me. I'm literally like a size 5. But I love a delicate. I mean, this is like a beautiful.
Oh, gorgeous.
That's beautiful.
I do a lot of Jean Vito Rossi. I do love a little heel. I mean, I'm 5'3" at best, so I love the height. I do love lace-up detail. Anything that sort of goes up. I do love those over-the-knee boots that everybody's doing.
Your mom is wearing a pair tonight.
I think it's harder to pull off. I know everybody's doing like the 80s sneakers trend. I don't know.
No
I
sneakers?
feel like it's easier if you're taller. I just don't know how I love like classic.
I agree with you.
I
As
love,
a short girl.
classic good sneakers, but not like the big chunky.
Yeah.
That's like
So
a
do you
little too
think that
sporty. My sister could pull it off.
You think the dad shoe is going to die off because that sort of chunky dad
That's
shoe?
such a short trend.
The
I heard it here
Balenciaga.
first. Alexa Ray
Okay.
Joel.
It's not like the classic pump or the classic lace-up stiletto heel that'll be forever. Okay, let me just be the first to say it. The chunky sneaker is dying off soon.
All right, well, you heard it here, guys.
Yeah. It's gonna be gone with the scrunchies and the visors. 5 minutes. Okay.
Awesome. Well,
thank you so much
thanks
for joining
again
us.
for being here. Yes, we saw your mom and your sister.
I saw you from across the room and I said, "Oh, there's Margot Robbie."
Oh, I wish.
Right?
I wish.
You remind me of someone too, but I can't think of who it is off the top of my head. I have to think of it.
Well, thanks again, Alexa. It was
Thank
nice
you for
to see you.
stopping
Congrats
by.
again.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys. Thank you.
See you later tonight.
Oh yeah, later tonight.
Yeah, of course. We have a long night ahead. You did, yes, Claire.
Hi.
Hello, another hot change.
Nick Woodhouse, president of Authentic Brands.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you doing?
So
Good,
You look
good.
great.
Thank you,
Thank
too.
you.
Company of the
Big
Year. That's a
event.
nice title to have.
I think so. Company, can it get any bigger?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I hope. Right?
Yeah, maybe. I'll win it again next year, I hope.
yeah.
So you have more than 50 brands?
We own more than 50 brands and properties, yeah.
Yes, and some new brands this year, which is
Yeah.
the reason why. Can you
Yeah.
bring this award?
We've acquired Vince Camuto, 9 West. We acquired Fry, so 3 very prestigious footwear brands.
And with brands like 9 West and Vince Camuto, who have huge legacies,
Sure.
how are you going to evolve them and make it fresh?
Well, I think you said the right word when you said legacy, that they have the DNA of the brand is so strong that you can, it's so top of mind. So you can easily evolve into modern trends, and women and men all over the world will recognize the names 9 West and Vince Camuto.
Oh, sorry, the show's starting.
We're starting
surely.
soon.
That's my Kanye moment, like there's a subway, right? So I should stop. Yeah.
Oh, no. And then just looking throughout the years to come, I guess the next 5, where do you see the brand? Or the company, I'm sorry. The company.
I think we're going to buy a lot more footwear brands because we love the footwear industry,
You
and I
heard it
think
here.
5 years from now people will still be wearing shoes. Just depends.
Who knows?
That's true.
Just depends how they get them, what they look like, and how much they pay for them. So we're going to buy a lot more shoe brands, a lot more fashion brands, a lot more lifestyle brands, and we're just getting going.
Thank you so much, Nick.
Congratulations.
Enjoy the show. Enjoy the award. It's
Enjoy
going to be a
the
fun
show.
night.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Take care. So the awards are about to begin.
Yeah, I think we have a few more
we might
minutes.
have a few more people coming by, but let's talk. Let's go back to Fila. I keep pushing this Fila
Yes,
thing.
well, Shoe of the Year. That's our biggest award of the
Shoe
night.
Of the year. This response that you got on the street was just remind me.
They loved it.
They loved it.
I mean, I know it's simple, but really everyone was like, "Oh, it's great," and it's a beautiful shoe that we have here that someone could see. That gold shoe.
We want to show
Toss it
you
in.
this gold shoe that we.
It's gonna come in hot. Oh, Oh,
good catch. All right,
the FIBA Disruptor 2, Shoe of the Year.
It's actually not in gold.
No, it's not. It's in white.
But we did a little spray paint action for our photo shoot. It's one of the things I love about my job is I get to sort of
you get to imagine
creative direction on how to shoot these shoes. And so we thought, how do we show this shoe as the winner? And here it is in gold as like a gold medal. But we really love this shoe, and we're excited to continue to wear it. I'm sure we'll still see it on the streets. And I think the show's about to start, right?
That's our cue. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Thank you so much for joining, and stay tuned.
Thank you, Zappos Luxury.
Again, you can find us with the hashtag FNAA32. And we will also be posting these clips continuously on all of our feeds, so check us out.
Yeah, stay tuned, and if you can, enjoy the show. Thanks.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night.